This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Hello and welcome to the late night news on NDTV and Ramanathan. Today being Lights Out campaign, we are going to be having a special bulletin with minimum lighting here as much as possible. Right here at NDTV studio, we have going to be using the least amount of lights as you can see, and we need to go on air, so we are going to be using least amount of light as we join you in the cause of saving energy. We are using minimum energy here for this segment. We clearly mean green when we say green. So join us and switch off all the lights at your house. You might want to stick to your TV sets though. We have some interesting stuff coming up. So let's start with the headlines. Karunanidhi puts up a brave face and gives a thumbs up for the DMK Congress alliance, even as Sonia Gandhi calls for political independence of the state Congress. The Neyveli saga refuses to die down, but a twist in the tail. One of the unions pull out of the 3 weeks long strike. Activists point fingers at the Pollution Control Board, say it's inactive after NDTV's Hindu ground report on pollution at the Pala riverbed.
I seriously doubt if Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board is efficient enough to even look into these kind of issues.
On World Mental Health Day, experts say mental illness becoming way too common and awareness is the key.
Physical health can affect the mental health of the individual, and the mental health can affect the physical health also.
And after the Commonwealth Games, it might be the Election Commission to use the services of a music maestro, A.R. Rahman.
It was A.R. Rahman to prepare a song for us.
Let's take a quick look at the stories making national headlines. The BCCI terminates the contracts of Kings 11 Punjab and Rajasthan Royals ahead of the IPL 4. Kochi let off for now after being served a 10-day notice. The Karnataka governor's writes to the speaker, advises against disqualifying any MLAs. The speaker lashes out at him in return. India's gold tally keeps rising, 29 now. Shooters, archers bringing in the medals. Another record for Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. He goes past the 14,000 test runs mark in the Bangalore test. Well, the top political story, as the UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi kept all the political parties guessing in the state with her statements yesterday. It's the main ally, the DMK, is putting up a brave face. A confident DMK patriarch once again reiterated that all is well between the ruling DMK Congress combined. Our political reporter Shabir Ahmed has the story.
In Tamil Nadu, we are in alliance. We respect the alliance, but what is most important is that our party must rebuild itself from the grassroots. We must work to recapture our distinctive identity. We must become the party of the future in Tamil Nadu.
Strong and diplomatic, Sonia Gandhi's visit to this Dravidian land ahead of the 2011 crucial assembly elections has raised more questions than answers. Did Sonia Gandhi hint at a change in its game plan for Tamil Nadu? That's the speculation in political circles after her massive rally in Tiruchi. While this meeting between the allies added new warmth to their ties, but no mention of achievements by Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi's government in Sonia's speech appeared to be a matter of concern for his DMK party.
Pradhan Mantri Gram Sarak Yojana, the Mahatma Gandhi Narega, the midday meal, the public distribution system, all these programs are sustained by the central government.
Despite Sonia's silence on DMK's performance, Chief Minister Karunanidhi said their alliance was strong. But what was clear in Sonia's speech was that her Congress party cannot always remain in shadows of the Dravidian majors. Well, that's probably the strongest signal that the Congress party is gearing up for tough negotiations. In Chennai, Shabir Ahmed for NDTV Hindu.
Well, and now we cut across live to the 510's campaign to save electricity happening at the Anna University as we speak. 510's Lights Out is a novel campaign initiated by Exnora International after its success in its 5-9's Lights Out campaign for creating awareness on global warming last year. Now, it's a 10-minute public display of unison when everyone will switch off their lights for 10 minutes at 10 p.m. on the 10th day of the 10th month of the 10th year of this millennium in support of this fight against global warming. Let us also remind you that even here at NDTV Hindu, we have used minimum lighting here today for this special bulletin. We want to show our support towards a great cause like this. As you can see there also at the Anna University, minimum lights being used for 10 minutes, only candle lights in fact being used to show support. This event is happening at the Anna University as we speak. Now, the event signals the momentous start of a joint crusade against global warming and its host of menacing consequences such as melting ice, flooding, violent cyclones, tsunamis, heat waves, drought, death of rivers, forest fires and many such problems. You can also see the Deputy Chief Minister Stalin there and also Mayor M. Subramaniam participating in the event. We can also see various other members of the society participating in this event. So, to that 510's event aimed at promoting conservation of energy throughout the nation. Right, moving on in all the new twists to the NLC saga. Contract workers belonging to a DMK union today decided to pull out of the strike. For 23 days now, 9,000 contract workers have been demanding parity with permanent workers' permanency in their job and medical and housing facilities. But the big question now is how will this union's withdrawal affect the strike? Sources are telling us that this strike is only all set to intensify now that the other unions are promising to battle it out till the end. Now, political reporter Shabir has been following this story. Now, more than 10 meetings and now one union backing out. Can we expect this drama to end? Well, Shabir Ahmed tries to answer this question.
When I spoke to one of the largest union in the NLC, Jiva Tolichangam, he said that the LPF, the union that is backed by the ruling DMK, has completely betrayed the interest of the other laborers who are working and who are fighting a battle with the NLC management, and they say that they have signed a contract for a meager amount. In fact, they wanted equal amount of pay in par with the permanent employees, and also they say that they wanted equal pay to all the workers, including the contract workers.
Moving on to a special report from Maniambadi along the Pala. It's one of North Tamil Nadu's main sources of water, and now it is a victim of monetary greed and environmental ignorance. After illegal sand miners wreaked havoc on the riverbed with extensive quarrying, it's the leather industries in Maniambadi which have contributed to irreversible pollution, with public health, agricultural land and ecology around the Pala being murdered by leather makers. This is an NDTV Hindu exclusive. What was once a lifeline for the region is now this, a dirty water stream with toxic sludge and chemicals flowing out of leather tanneries like these in Maniambadi, destroying sections of the Pala riverbed and the health and livelihood of the local farmers.
உடல் பூரா வெறும் நமைச்சலுங்க. டாக்டர் கிட்ட போனால் எந்த ட்ரீட்மெண்ட்டும் இதுக்கு ஒன்றும் பணம் செய்ய முடியாதுங்க. இது இந்த என்விரான்மெண்ட், அந்த தோல் ஷாப் கழிவு நீரால் தான் இந்த பகுதியை கெட்டு போச்சுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச மாத்திரை இதை எழுதி கொடுக்குறாங்க.
That soil from Wanembadi downwards is not suited for agricultural operations anymore.
A 1996 Supreme Court ruling bans tanneries from letting polluted water into the river except when the residue is treated through reverse osmosis. In other words, water purification. There are about 50 to 60 leather tanneries in this area behind me. In spite of a Supreme Court order asking these factories not to discharge polluted water into the Pala River, and in spite of reverse osmosis plants existing in this area, a Tamil Nadu Agriculture University report clearly states that this discharge violates all pollution control norms. NDTV Hindu also has access to latest lab results which have shown alarming levels of chemicals and toxic waste in the water. For instance, some water pollutants are 60 times more than what is permissible by the Pollution Control Board. As for the reverse osmosis plants, they exist, yes, but RTI applications reveal very few are operational, and those too not doing good enough.
இந்த தண்ணியால எங்க விவசாய நிலம் எல்லாம் பாதிக்கப்பட்டுச்சு. இந்த தொடர்ந்து அந்த தோல் தொழிற்சாலைகள் வந்து இதோ செய்றோம், ஆர்ஓ சிஸ்டம் போட்டு இருக்கறோம். இந்த மாச கடைசி 30ஆம் தேதிக்குள்ள நாங்க மாத்திடுவோம். அந்த மாசத்துல மாத்திடுவோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு தொடர்ந்து 7-8 வருஷமா சொல்லிட்டு வராங்க. நான் பல்வேறு முறை மாவட்ட நிர்வாகத்துக்கிட்ட மனு கொடுத்து நாங்க போராடினா கூட இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் நடக்கல.
Much damage is done already, but having struggled for more than a decade against these tanneries, local activists are not losing hope. With camera person Lucas, Ramanathan for NDTV Hindu. Meanwhile, environmentalists are now pointing fingers at the TNPCB for the mess at Pala. Shweta Narayan and leading environmentalists say that the PCB does not have the expertise to deal with such issues and that there is a lack of political will to solve these issues.
I seriously doubt if Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board is efficient enough to even look into these kind of issues. One, there is a lack of political will, which we can clearly see because there are several documented cases, not just from Vellore but from Cuddalore or Mettur or Kodaikanal for that matter, where we have been able to prove it to Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board that there is illegalities that's being committed on a daily basis. Environmental contamination, dumping of hazardous waste, gas leaks, industrial accidents, industries operating without licenses. And despite all this data that has been presented to the Pollution Control Board, the Pollution Control Board has failed to take any concrete action.
Well, time to take a quick break, but on the other side, rebel MLAs, the ruling party, the opposition, the governor, and now the speaker, the cast and crew of the Karnataka political drama gets bigger by the minute.